Good evening, good evening. Hope you are good. Welcome to the Market Mastermind. Biggest question on everybody's lips are has Bitcoin finished falling? That is the main question we've got here. So what I'm going to do today, quickly whip through the charts and show you what I'm thinking from a macro perspective in terms of the higher term time frame, which means I'll be on the 3 daily chart, breaking it down, what levels need to be held, and if we fall through certain levels, what it could look like next over the next 3 to 6 months. Okay, so let's get started. So, first levels that I'm interested in. So, you will have seen on my updates before that we were waiting for this value area, which is a volume, 3 key volume levels really, to get hit. What we did, and I'll show you this just here, putting the value area low here. What we can see is we hit that to the absolute dollar just here, which is nice. And we got a nice reaction from this value area low. So we can see that we've hit the value area high, we've hit the point of control, and we've hit the value area low here. So all of these levels have now been tapped, which says to me that these levels are no longer useful to us. So what we do, we extend this now and split this chart up. So if I put the weekly chart up, this helps us immensely. So let's bring this across to here now and treat this as a separate range. So we can see here, this is now a separate range. We're taking into account from October 2020, the previous bull market there, the previous bear market, and of course, what you can see here. So this is the last bull market and the bear market and a little bit of this bull market, and we take it to this point here. Why? Because we've left this particular range. This is important to us. We've left this range, we've traded above here, and obviously we're working our way down there. So for me, I've now got 2 credible ranges that I'm going to mark out on the charts, and it's just these two. These two are the ones that I'm interested in, and this is why if we don't hold certain levels, we could see 30K Bitcoin. So let me break this down. As you can see here, we have held this previous range value area high. Here we can see just there, we've held it, which is nice. So at this moment in time, we are holding support. Yeah. If we break below this particular level, that is bearish. What I'm looking at when I say if we break below this particular level, I'm looking for weekly and daily or monthly closes. So I'd need to see at least 2 to 3 to 4 weeks of weekly candle closes below this to class this as bearish, or a monthly, at least a monthly close below this would be bearish. If it was a daily candle, I'd need several daily candles to close below this particular level. But for now, we're looking okay. So the options are for me, if we break down below this previous range value area low, value area high, which we can see here, very, very simple. This is this range here. Looks very small, doesn't it? A couple of years of data looks very small when you've got it on the weekly chart. If we break below that significantly on the higher term time frame, then we've only got this pock up here really at 57K. So yeah, if we don't hold 57K, then a failed auction says to me, we've auctioned within this particular range. If we break out of this range, which we have, this is known as a deviation. If we break back into the range, we deviated outside of this particular range here, traded with it for a couple of weeks, and then fell back into this previous range, which gives us a target of 33K, well, let's call it 34 to 30K in and around here. If we hold this, then the next level, so this key support is massively important to us. If we hold this, then the next level of resistance for me is at this previous range value area low, which is at 86.5K. So that's a key level for me to hold. So I'm going to mark that on the chart as well for you, just here. Previous range, value area low. So we can see that is what we want to break through to show signs of strength. So at the moment, we've held this, and I suspect that we may range between these particular levels here, which is anywhere from 64K all the way to 86K on Bitcoin. If we break through this, just here, then of course we could make all-time highs, because I believe if we make it up to this previous range value area high here like this, it's not going to take much volume to flip that and make a new all-time high. It might be a swing failure back down to come and retest this, who knows, because when we break a level we want to retest it. But hey, that's what I see happening. In the short term, what I am looking at, if I get this up on the daily, I would like to see another low. I'd like to see this swing failure pattern here. I'd like a swing failure pattern of this swing failure pattern. That was a swing failure pattern. I would like to see another low to come and claim that liquidity there, to then reclaim that and then work our way up. What this would do on the alpha is create a bull div, bullish divergence. So the alpha just here around this would have created on the medium term time frame. Say it's the 4 hour, we can get the 4 hour up. Let's have a look. Yeah, so we can see here. Let's get the 8 hour up so you can see some data. What we've done here is we've created a low, which you can see here on the alpha, a low. What I'd like to do is create a higher low on the alpha and a lower low on price, and that would be a bullish divergence. That's what I'd like to see. And we could come and claim some unfinished business with this low here. We've also got a monthly point of control here as well, which is helpful, which lines up nicely with this previous range POC. So we've got this previous range point of control. We've got a monthly level here as well. Go figures from this point here. So what I'd like to see is I'd like to see a move down to swing failure pattern, the swing failure pattern, hit this monthly, reclaim this value area low, and then that would be a significant rise up to 86K. So don't forget, if I put this on the 3-day chart, these are all vector candles here. So what goes up, what goes down fast also comes back up really quickly as well, because the order book has been wiped thin at this particular moment here. So I do suspect if we come down at this point here, reclaim the value area high, we then will make a swift move up to 86K to then come and test this level here at 86K to potentially flip it to then make all-time highs. So you can see now what I'm saying when I say on the weekly, we have got a bearish scenario that could continue on in this bear market and make its way down to 30K. Or we've got a bullish scenario that could flip 86K on this previous range value area low and make a new all-time high on Bitcoin, which for some of you guys would be extremely encouraging. That's for sure, especially if you're in your spot holds. So that's a bit of an update of what I see on Bitcoin. I shall be on again tomorrow to give my thoughts on other assets such as gold, silver. But I always like to keep my eyes on the stock market, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, Bitcoin because it's the king of crypto, and also gold and silver as well, along with oil and any other commodities. But we'll look at gold and potentially silver tomorrow. And I'm going to keep these updates nice and sweet and sexy. So look at this. Just under 10 minutes. That's what you can expect from the Market Mastermind. I'm going to give you updates, build a bit of a community of you guys watching this every day if you're interested. Other than that, have a fantastic evening, and I shall speak to you soon.